Hey everyone, it's Craig here. I'm excited to share with you something. I just got beta access to ReddLeads, and you're going to want to check this out. If you're a SaaS founder, a product seller, a founder, anybody that needs leads, looking for customers, to sell your product or service to, listen up. This tool is powerful. So what this thing does is it basically uses, obviously AI to scour through the Reddit website and find you people that match your needs and your target audience. So I'm going to jump right in here and show you what I've done. It's not a very complex application. It actually is pretty simple. What you do is you kind of start off with signing up, and you go through a nice wizard in the beginning to kind of walk you through this profile and persona that you're going after. So you got to know these things beforehand. So if you haven't figured out your positioning statement or your product market fit, this isn't going to be super useful. And if you do know that, and you can enter really good quality information in each of these boxes, this tool will go out and find these people that are actually having problems that you can solve. So again, if you're looking for those first few customers to help you validate your idea, this is another great tool for finding those people. It's super powerful. So I just plugged in some data here. Substack, Starter OS, one of my little products that I've got, and X monetization, all this kind of stuff. So we're just going to go, those are the services that I'm offering. People that are looking for these kinds of things is who I'm interested in. Ideal client, of course, I should write way more in here, but again, people looking to turn knowledge and experience into an online business. So let's say, people looking to become an expert in something. Again, if you're an SEO SaaS AI tool, you would be like, looking for people that want to grow their search engine results on Google, right? So again, enter in those details as much as you can, because that will help the system really find the right people and narrow down on the exact ones you want. So experience, background and credibility. So what do I bring to the table, that kind of would make these people want to talk to me as well. It also helps kind of feed the AI, because there's some good responses that are generated, which I'll show you in a little bit here. Message preferences, any specific information you want to include in the message, link to your calendar, because this has a way to actually engage on Reddit as well. So you do need to have a Reddit account to get into it, but super powerful. So once you kind of enter all of this information, you can put an intent threshold. So again, it just basically using scoring to kind of, score the lead, how good, or, maybe, how much do they really need what you have versus, they're maybe sort of interested. So the next thing you got to do on here is, save this stuff out, obviously, and then looking at your subreddits. So where do you want to go, right? So which subreddits you can search, or just enter them. Maybe there's ones that you're part of, like, again, this all depends on your niche. If you're in the survival and, off-grid niche, you got to get those subreddits in here and try and find as much of those core keywords. Again, I go back to really, you need to know your persona. You need to know, who they are, the problems they're having, the keywords and communities, all those places they're hanging out online. The more you understand that, the easier tools like this, become to use, including like ads, and all the other distribution channels. So again, enter these in. You can enter up to like 15, again, depending on the package you go. I just got a bunch here. Entrepreneur, these are some big, wide open, large subreddits. So once you get that in there, you basically can go and check out your lead feed. Now, I kind of set this, and then I came back to it, a couple of days later, and I was blown away. So you go to your lead feed, and you can see here, this doesn't happen instantaneously, but over a couple of days, I got 172 leads, 9 with high intent. Okay, so that's that scoring that's coming into it. And then basically, here's what you get. So let's look at this top one, right? An hour ago. So again, quick, someone's, having challenges right now in this market, in this area that I can help with. So you can go into quick DM if you want and just start to contact this user. you can open this up and actually see. You don't have to go into Reddit. You can see what's going on, where they're at in their problems. So you can look at this guy here, building in stealth and launched in silence. And here's what I'm doing differently. So this is somebody that, maybe is actually, storytelling here, but again, launched in silence. That's the problem so many people struggle with. So again, it gives you an AI icebreaker, which is super cool. So really insightful post. It's so common. So again, places where you can get into this conversation now, insert yourself in, and then potentially get leads that way as well. So again, easy clip to clipboard and off you go. Down at the bottom here, there's a cool AI analysis. So this post shows some relevance by weak hiring intent. The author built their own tool to solve a problem. So again, summarizing what it is. So this saves so much time. If you've ever been, doing content marketing and nurturing people on Reddit, you know that this takes a lot of work, and having a tool like this that can really, find those leads and people that are talking about things that are important to you, and then being able to understand it and then find the angle that, can kind of bring you into that conversation. So, there's some new features coming. Again, we're in early days here, but auto DM coming. Again, you can mark these as sent. So if you actually went out and talked to that user, and then on to other deals, other leads. So here's another one: the hidden cost of scaling my first 50 clients and the system I use. So these are probably more like people selling. They're trying to get conversations going, but you can piggyback if that's something you provide as well, like systems to scale. Then it's good to be in those conversations. So definitely a good place. If your product solves that problem, might as well be in the discussion so people can be introduced to your solution. Here, look at this one: feeling stuck between job and starting my own social media career. So this is like a good creator lead, right? And so they're struggling. Look at, here's a quick AI icebreaker. That's a really common spot to get stuck in, trying to build something new alongside full-time job. It's hard. I get it. This really helps you get into that DM selling mode. And, even if you don't have experience, this will help you learn and really grow in a, sales engagements, I guess, on Reddit and other social platforms. So you can see super powerful here, like these high intent on these 9 here. Should I offer free services first or not? These are all people that have questions and problems, and they're looking for the path forward. And again, the tighter you set up those profile and persona questions, to really the things that you're looking for, to looking to solve, the better those leads are going to be. So again, there's just to, kind of round off the app here, leads history. So these are like, this becomes a bit more like CRM. I haven't really contacted anybody. I've just been checking out the lead system here. But again, you can start to manage those leads and see that there. Automations, background scanner. So this running overnight, and kind of just working through to constantly cycle through. Again, the more automation, the more it costs, and the faster you want it, the more it costs. So again, like I said, new app, auto reply, auto DM, some smart scheduling for better outreach. So really cool tools coming. I highly recommend checking this out. I put a link down below. You're probably going to have to get on the list. I'm not sure if you'll get access right away, but it's definitely going to be out of beta soon as it grows. So check it out. If you have questions, drop them down below. Like usual, give this thing a like, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more great insights into SaaS products and helping dev founders turn their little product into a real business. So I'm Craig. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you soon.